she released it.
Oh, chronological?
Yeah, that's the word, man. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of an interesting discussion sometimes. My name's Christian. I'm back with the regular boys. We got Harsha, Tarun, and Haran. And this week we are going to be doing some recaps. We're going to have a little award show. We're going to look back on a couple of recent going-ons. Some things that nobody has no idea what the fuck it is, but we're all going to learn together. So let's kick it off with the award show. Everybody got the Grammys, the Tonys, the ESPYs. I don't know what the fuck, whatever those award shows are called. So we have the Oscars, yeah. And so we've got the Cocky Awards, yeah. So instead of like doing a theme around that, we're just gonna like take a bunch of different areas of like creativity and like art and like culture and stuff like that, and just kind of do our best. So I guess I'll be the host since I'm already talking. And so the first one, I believe all of these are for 2022, but I think we just like kept it in the last year. So if it leaks into January, my bad. Anyway, so we each have proposed like one of the four choices. We don't have to say who did whose, but unless there's some glaring weakness of who the fuck chose this. So we'll start off with best movie. And the four options are Batman, the most recent Batman movie, Top Gun Maverick, Black Panther 2, Everything Everywhere All at Once. So any ones that are like sticking out to you immediately is like, oh, that's got to be it?
I think I said this on an earlier podcast, and I still haven't seen the movie, so I can't comment on it. But Everything Everywhere All at Once was proclaimed to me by at least 2 or 3 people this year. That's the best movie they've ever seen. Not even the best movie of the year, best movie they've ever seen. I'm personally waiting for it to be on streaming. It hasn't been on like any of the platforms yet. I think it's only on Showmax or Showtime, whatever it is. I don't have that. But
big surprise.
So it wasn't my nomination, but I would be down to vote for just based on what I heard.
Yeah, I'm down. Literally same reason as Haran. I haven't seen it. I've seen the other 3 and they're fine.
I literally have only seen Black Panther, so I'll take your word for it.
Is that why you put that?
Yeah, well, I was going to put Avatar, but I feel like that was so late that like it came out like the last week of December or something like that, or the second to last week. So yeah,
of the 3 movies up there, I think I would say Top Gun. Okay, the other 3 movies, I'd say Top Gun is probably the most entertaining, like the best spectacle. I wanted to put it down, but it's already on the list, so that's why I put down the Batman. But I think the Batman was probably the best superhero movie of the year, I think, and that's not saying much because there's a lot of shitty superhero movies this year. So.
Yo, I just want to like make an aside. I think they should just cancel the whole superhero genre of movies because I feel like at this point it's just so fucking repetitive. All they're gonna start doing is be like, oh, look at this future technology, space travel, bullshit like that. Anyway.
I think the reason why the Batman was good is because it's not doing like it's like outside of the MCU, right? They're not like setting up much. They're literally just focusing on the character and what he can do with it. I feel like now MCU movies are like, one is the character, but the second thing is like they're trying to set up like all these TV shows, all these spin-off movies, and like that kind of like differs from the movie itself. That's why I think the Batman.
I think DC's also shit. So
DC's been shit, but this one was surprisingly good.
I think also Batman is a different take from the rest of most superhero movies because it's not like he's a regular superhero. He's just a rich guy with like strength and cool shit.
Yeah,
and it's also
like he always operates on his own.
Yeah,
he doesn't really like operate to other people.
So that's why I feel like it's good because the rest of the superhero movies we've been seeing recently, like Christian was saying, is like, oh, there's quantum time and they do all these fancy things with all this shit that's not realistic, and they throw in like weird comedy in between. It's like not tasteful anymore.
Maybe she on the new Ant-Man, bro.
Dude, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, dude. I don't think I'm gonna watch any more Marvel. I should stop, like honestly, or just wait till it just comes out online.
Yeah.
That being said, that's not our choice. We're not choosing Batman. So great analysis on the one we're not choosing.
All right, so Everything Everywhere All at Once takes the award.
That's true, and you've seen it, so like give us.
Oh yeah, true. Make the case.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So I mean, Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's a movie that's like extremely hard to describe, but I think it hits home to a lot of our friends and our type of people because it's like about the Asian experience, but it's also in like it's just told in like a different way. The cinematography, like graphics, all this stuff is so fucking cool. Such a great concept to describe like the point of the movie, I guess. Like I don't know how to
Wait,
say
isn't it like a multiverse thing or something? I don't know if that's true.
It's true, but like it's not like the main focus of the movie, I guess.
But
that,
when
like,
they do
the
multiverse, it's
is
okay.
used as
But
a-
if quantum verse is used, it's not okay.
Yeah, those people do it. It's fine.
Those-
It's because the multiverse is used as like a somewhat of a metaphor to like what the bigger point they're trying to make it is.
Okay.
It's really hard to describe like what the fuck this movie is
Just go watch
if
it.
you don't watch it. Yeah, just so
just
everyone
go
go
watch
watch it. I think it's in my top 5 movies now.
Like of all time.
Yeah, I
Damn,
think so.
okay.
I would say so.
So like after the
seems to be
Bug's Life or before Bug's Life?
Bug's Life is out officially.
It's out? No.
It's out officially.
You bugging.
You fucking-
Yeah,
Alright.
man. Everyone go watch that shit.
Resounding backing of that movie. So move on to best song. And so we got Natu Natu, Jimmy Cooks, Doja, and We Cry Together. Now this
Who
is
put
quite
We Cry Together, bro?
Ruined it.
this is
couldn't
quite
think of a song.
the
Wait,
list.
yeah, does it?
Dude, you shout
Wait.
on the song when we did the episode, bro. What do you mean?
I didn't show
Wait,
the song.
wait,
I like
clean
the song.
version or explicit version, Tarun?
Oh, I guess clean is funnier, but no, I was thinking explicit. I just think it's an interesting take on a song. I feel like there's
Yeah,
no other
that's
song
true.
that came out in 2022.
That's a real
that
interesting
was somewhat
discussion, if you will.
like- dude. Yeah. The rest of the songs in 2022 that I feel like I listened to, because I didn't listen to a lot of music last year, were very the same. You know, whether it's Drake, 21, Future, whatever the fuck, they all kind of sound like the same vibe I get from all of them. I feel like Kendrick's album was somewhat of a fresher breath air because it's actually like meaningful in some way. And We Cried Together is like the only one where I remember talking about it to you guys on the podcast. And I was like, this is like a crazy fucking like back and forth. Because the girl, that not even just Kendrick, but that other girl, I forget her name.
Yeah.
But she
She-
popped off on that shit too.
Yeah,
so,
she went crazy.
Yeah, so that was my reasoning.
Wait, are we not supposed to defend the ones that we picked, or we're just kind of?
I mean, there's only if somebody questions it, really. And you just question him, so I mean, like
Fair.
that's fair.
Well, I guess let me give my answer now that I've said all that. I think my answer is Jimmy Cooks.
I think we should try to avoid going for the one. Obviously, like we're probably biased the one we put up there, right?
Yeah.
That goes for all of these. So
Yeah, what's that Natu song, bro? I never heard of that one.
Let's go. Won the Glow Baby Best Song. That's why I put it on there. Representation for,
That is actually pretty really
South
impressive.
Indian.
though.
that
South Indian song. What do you mean that
Wait,
song?
was it for
You'll see
was it for
every other TikTok
song?
video.
Was it for was it for song or was it for like the whole spectacle? Like
It was
like,
best
the
original
performance
song
and-
in a motion picture.
Yeah, but that didn't even like, incorporate like the video or like the actual scene.
Yeah.
And stuff, though. Maybe it did. I don't know how they really vote on that stuff, but
Yo, what's Doja? Is that a song?
yeah, you don't know that song, bro?
Yeah.
Can you sing it?
My bitch is homophobic. Oh, what is it? I forgot the song. Bro.
My bitch is homophobic.
Yeah, it's just that for like 20 minutes.
How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay.
Yeah,
Heard that
but
one?
it's
The Central C song.
Yeah, somebody tell
So
Doja Cat.
I
trying
asked
to indulge in
Haran
that.
or somebody to sing the song, and then Siri just started singing a song to me, and I didn't hear a single thing that Haran said.
Oh, good. I fucked it up.
Oh
It
my.
anyway.
And then I said her name, and then she started talking again. So I don't even. Did you say something?
Anyway, I said I fucked it up originally. The first line is, "How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay."
That song. Yeah, that song's pretty
Yeah,
good.
was it the beat? Yeah. I like that song too. I feel like I listened to the beginning of that song more than I listened to the whole song.
Me too, yeah.
Yeah. I looked at they put out like the most streamed songs like of 2022 like 2 weeks ago, and that song was like 4th most streamed in the
Damn.
entire world or something like that.
You know
What
the
the
other ones in the top 5? Do you remember? Or?
No, I can look it up though. Give me like 1 second, but
No, that's straight. I was just
but yeah, it was crazy. He had one other song on there too, Central C. Like he was like one of the most streamed artists of the entire year, even though he only had like a couple songs that like popped off.
That's
Damn.
crazy, man. TikTok got that power for real.
True.
Yeah. Yeah. So does anybody? What are we thinking here?
I'd vote Natu Natu. That's a good song. The dance is lit. Won an award, so it already speaks for itself.
I'll do it to support India. Chuck Day.
Wait, so you're voting for Natu Natu then? Or-
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter what I say.
No, I mean pick what
I
you
mean, it
want.
could, right? Because I can't vote for my own. So I was going to vote for Jimmy Cooks.
Oh, funny! I just found up the list. I found the list. Jimmy Cooks is the second most streamed song. of
What?
2022.
Damn. What's number
That's
one?
crazy.
Is it Bad Bunny song?
No.
Ed Sheeran. Taylor
Oh,
Swift.
sorry. This is rap songs. Sorry. I guess this list is fucked up. But it's not even the most streamed rap song.
What's the most streamed rap song?
This you know it, and it's really annoying at this point. And I don't think any of us really like it.
I know it.
Ice Spice.
No,
That's a good guess, actually.
she's not even like a top 30.
Damn.
Good. I mean, what?
What is it?
What's the artist?
It's your boy Jack Harlow.
Oh,
no
First Class?
way.
Yeah,
No way. Really?
573 mil.
Fuck off. That's stupid.
GL.
There's no other part
Wait,
of the
they
song,
should
bro.
count. They should count. What's that Bad Bunny song? Dito Me Pregunto. That's a rap song. That should be on there.
Yeah, but like
That's better than that.
but like when you put out an album, like you have to classify it in genres. So it's
Yeah,
dependent.
I see. I
on,
know. I know.
It's not.
That's
it's
actually so depressing, man.
not- yeah.
Oh.
So
All right. So, what's your vote, Christian?
it doesn't matter. We'll go not to. I don't care.
Wait, no. If Arch should vote for something, Arch should vote for Jimmy Cook, so you could. you
Yeah,
could
I'll
tie it
vote for
up.
We Cry Together. So that therefore, I'm supporting two things at once.
All right, Natu wins.
Well, as we just did song, we might as well move on to best artist, and this is a little bit different. Although you could think of it within the same way. So our four nominations collectively are Bad Bunny, yeah, Future, SZA, and Metro Boomin, who all released at least one project within the last year.
Yeah.
So, therefore, they are in the 2022 Artist of the Year recognition.
I mean, no one really releases more than like 2 projects a year. I feel like actually that's not true. I take that back. But none of the big artists are doing that. I feel like.
Maybe not this past year, but I feel like in years past, yeah. Bro, it was like, I
Can
swear.
I just say, I just feel like 2022 for music has just been not that great.
Been
Like
dog.
it's been okay. Like it's not been great. It's not been like absolute
Sass.
shit. But,
So,
oh, it's straight ass.
yeah, I hate it.
Damn.
I had to go out of this country to find a song to put on the previous list. So I think Future released like 2 albums back to back in like 2 weeks or whatever, like that one year.
Yeah.
But since then, I haven't really seen much of artists doing that.
The other thing is like artists will release like collab albums too.
Yeah.
Like that same year, I think he put out like 1 year, Lil Baby put out like an album at the beginning of the year, an album at the end of the year, and then he had an album with Lil Durk in the middle of the year. This dude put out like 100 songs, like just on 3 albums. It was
That's
just ridiculous. So, I mean, Bad Bunny's pretty consistent. Future is, I would say, a little overexposed at this point. SZA and Metro like take their time putting out stuff. I mean, Metro does a lot of work like on just production, not putting his
Not
own
even
projects
projects.
together.
Yeah.
But SZA just been fucking MIA for God
Yeah.
knows how long. So
That's why I kind of backed her, just because like she hadn't put out an album since like what 2017, I want to say, or like 20, I think
Yeah.
around then, something like that. It's been a long ass time,
Yeah.
and it was a pretty solid album for like a comeback. So,
I would back
but
SZA.
I think I would vote for of the other 3. I'd vote for Bad Bunny. I think I enjoyed that album a lot.
I would probably vote SZA honestly because I didn't think Bad Bunny's album was the best version of Bad Bunny out of everything that he's put out. And I know that's not really what the category is, but like for this year, right?
Yeah,
Like I feel like what SZA's put out is like a next level of what she did before.
there's more
Future-
versatility in their album.
Yeah,
than
yeah.
she-
Future, I mean, it's just like whatever. You like it or you don't. Like it's just
Yeah.
kinda whatever. Metro's good because it's got variety of artists on it, so you don't get bored listening to the same person all the time. And it was also it had like a thematic to it, which kind of more rare than it used to be. And so Bad Bunny, I mean, granted, I just got into Bad Bunny, so like take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But having listened to his discography like throughout time, like in a timeline, if that makes sense, like how in the order in which he released it.
Oh, chronological.
Yeah, that's the word, man. Asshole. I think that there's lots of highs and lows, and so this isn't necessarily a high, but it's like in the middle.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I also feel like this album, I could be really off base here, but I feel like this album was like the first album of his to like. I mean, I don't know all of his albums for like had a lot of listens, but I feel like this album like appealed to like so many different audiences. I feel like this is the first album where I hear like his music, at least like 4 or 5 different songs. Like anywhere you go, you kind of hear it just playing. So that's how I like pretty much started listening to him. So that's why I kind of voted this year for him. But I see what you're saying. I really haven't listened to his old music yet, so maybe I need to check that out.
So since I can't defend my own answer, I'll go with Metro because I haven't listened to SZA's album, and Future's songs this year have been just okay.
So SZA is the winner.
Just don't want to say anything. Okay.
You said SZA before.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said I'll back SZA.
Okay.
For the reasons that were previously laid out by my fellow podcast
Compatriots.
All right.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Podcastriots.
Okay. Hopefully you can speak more on. So yeah, this is a ta-da. You win. Moving on to the next topic.
Dude, this one I'm excited for. I'm excited for TV.
Hopefully
There's a lot.
Tarun can spread some light on more of these episodes. I mean, more of these shows. We got White Lotus, Barry, Barry season 3, House of the Dragon, and Severance. So, debate amongst yourselves.
Okay,
Christian,
so
you
first
haven't
off,
seen any of these?
Has anyone
No.
seen all 4?
No one has seen all 4, I don't think.
no one's seen all 4.
Has anyone seen 3?
No.
I've seen 2.
I've seen 2.
I've seen one.
Severance is on my list. I was gonna start Severance like sometime soon, Tarun. So 'cause you were talking about it so much.
Let me talk about Severance in it.
Okay, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is
so
it?
Severance is about how this guy basically, and how do I even put this?
Severs his mind.
Yes, he severs his mind so that when he's at work, he's basically like himself, but like when he exits work, he doesn't remember what he did at work. So like your work and your life are completely
Severed.
disjoint. Yeah, completely severed. Severed.
Chronological.
And it's about the dynamics of that because you don't know anything about yourself in the outside world if you're working, and then it's like kind of like it's like an interesting concept, and then there's some beef and shit, and then they learn that they don't really want to be like this this sort of hidden away shell of the person that they are in real life. They want to be connected, but like the people in real life, like obviously put them there for a reason because they don't want to deal with work. They just pull up and then they pop out. Really cool concept. Haven't seen a show like that in a long time.
It's on Apple TV, right?
Yeah, Apple TV. I feel like there could be better shows that I watch, but that's something that stuck out to me generally. And I know that obviously I watched it this year, so I was like, I'll just put that one in there.
Sure.
And it's not that long either. It's like 8 or 10 episodes, so it's like pretty easy to watch.
Nice. I put forward Barry just because I thought this season stood out from the other two. The other two were good seasons. Barry's about like this hitman that wants to be an actor. It's like dark comedy. It's like pretty clever. It's like it's well written. It's really shot well too, I would say. I like Bill Hader a lot, so that's why I like this show. But I also want like the other ones that I wanted to nominate were Ozark, the final season that came out this year, and Better Call Saul, the final season was really good too. That also came out this year, but I ended up going with Barry.
Where can we find Barry?
Oh, HBO. Good question.
No,
HBO Max, I guess.
Oh.
Was that the final season of Ozark?
Yeah. That's why it ended with like
Spoiler.
Okay.
Well, not for Us.
But it was I'm pretty sure it was definitely the final season of Ozark, though. Yeah.
Okay.
I put House of the Dragon because I don't give a shit about TV.
Yes.
So
Yeah, I don't watch much TV either, and it was kind of hard for me to. Whatever TV I watched, it was kind of hard for me to pick a show that also came out in 2022 as well, or the season that came out this year. So that was like one of the only ones. So I picked it. If I had to pick between either of the White Lotus seasons, I would pick the first one.
That's what I said, but someone else. Well, my sister.
Yeah, a lot of
was
people
on.
like the second season, but
I liked the manager a lot in the first season. He was funny
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
like he had a cool like story arc. The one in this season was just annoying. I don't know if like I think both seasons are solid, but I don't know. Something about the first season was a little more appealing to me.
Yeah,
I think this season
Armand
they
is
literally
my
just
favorite
put together
character.
like a lot of hot people.
I fucking love Armand, man. Love that guy.
Goat character. I think of the four, I'd have to vote for the White Lotus because that's the only one I saw. Also, because Harsha said House of the Dragon was like kind of disappointing. It was okay, right? It was like not, yeah,
It was fine.
yeah. But it might change once I watch Severance in the next few
I'll
weeks.
vote for Severance because all these shows, including the one that I put forward, it would be the one that sounds most interesting to watch.
I'll vote for
Non-HBO
House of
too.
the Dragon because watched. That was the only other one I watched.
This is a great selection committee, can I just say? We know nothing about the other nominees.
So what do you pick? Then?
No, I know we can't pick our own, but it has to be Severance, I think. Based on what I've heard from
Boo.
public sentiment.
Boo.
I mean,
Yeah,
even
I was
if I
gonna
don't
make
choose
the vote's rigged. We saw it.
I was
live.
gonna make an executive decision anyway, so that's fine. So yeah, go watch that.
Alright.
Go watch apparently everything except for House of the Dragon and maybe White Lotus. So add that to all of your shit. Actually, no. Let us know if you're on Spotify. We're gonna put up a poll. What do you think? What's the best
Hey,
show
yo.
out of these four?
If anyone watches Barry, please hit me up. I want to talk about Barry or something. No one else watches Barry that I know.
I'm taking Barry out of the poll.
Oh man,
Dude,
please.
oh my god, we forgot to nominate Big Mouth.
Okay.
I mean,
we,
sorry,
we
not
didn't
Big
even
Mouth,
watch it.
Human Resources.
Oh,
Dude, I
God.
almost put that. I almost put Human Resources.
What a dog shit show. Let's
Okay,
move on.
so yeah, speaking of dog shit, let's go undog shit and go to best person of the year. And there's some clear like lacking in this category. We've got 2 nominees instead of 4.
To be fair, I second one of the nominees, so that'll
Great,
be my.
that's whatever. So we got, is his first name Piotr or am I thinking of the football player?
That's probably the V. I don't know.
Okay,
you think
It's like
Yeah.
Voldolny or something like that.
yeah. Anyway, Zelensky, the prime minister of Ukraine or the president, the head of Ukraine, bro. You know, y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. I mean, obviously, this award's probably gonna go to him, given everything that's going on. But I also threw Greta Thunberg in there, not because she's got environmental awareness, but because she got Andrew Tate arrested.
She also just got arrested too.
Yeah,
Wait,
that,
what?
that was for
Yeah.
environmental.
Oh, like it was like
protest.
a quick.
And it's also
Detainment.
2023, so you can't
Can I
can't be
just
including that.
add that the reason there's only 2 nominees is because I tried really hard to think of one good person from 2022 and I couldn't.
We don't know
So
shit.
that says a lot about our society because I couldn't think of one good person. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you don't think our podcast listeners are good?
That was gonna be mine, but that was like such a cop out.
Yeah.
Bro, I
That's
don't
also like
think
that's like a plural. That's not
What
one
the fuck
person.
do they do for us? Right?
Wait,
Just like
no,
listen.
wait, it's the same though, Ron.
Yeah, I think we have to vote for Zelensky, but shout out to Greta though. She's
she hype. She
actually
hype.
making a change in the world. Imagine
Yeah.
that.
You know, go donate to Ukraine. Go donate to, I don't know, Greta got a GoFundMe to get her out of jail. But hey, you know,
He's out of jail already.
oh shit. Hey, but she might be back by the time this episode comes out. So
True.
you know, go look it up. Now going on from you got the best and you got the worst, but in the middle you have a break, including an ad. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back from the ad. We talked before about the best person of the year of 2022, and now we've got the most disappointing person of the year 2022. We've got Elon Musk, Olivia Wilde, Kyrie Irving, and I knew as soon as I put Kyrie that someone was going to put Kanye because there was one spot left. And so I would like to put in an honorable mention of Gunna instead of Kyrie Irving. Snitches get stitches, YSL.
Bitches and rats.
So yeah, the 4 nominees are Elon, Olivia Wilde, Kyrie, and Ye. Discuss. Actually, we should probably discuss what these people did badly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was, can we start with Gunna? Because I don't know anything about that.
Okay, so basically, all of YSL, which is like the label, so blah blah blah. He's not really a nominee, but I'll explain it real quick. Gunna and Young Thug got like arrested like at the beginning of the year or something like that, like in the springtime or some shit. And basically, Gunna and like everybody else in YSL like snitched on Young Thug, and they were trying to catch them on like trying to turn the label into a gang. Like they proved like all this shit, like manslaughter, like firearm smuggling, and like gun and drug distribution, and all these kinds of like federal charges that would have locked Young Thug up for life. Basically, the whole point is that Gunna snitched, and then everybody hates him now. That's it. Did he snitch for a rightful reason? That is to be determined up to your own personal character. But
Why did they want to make it a gang?
well, I mean, like they pretty much did make it a gang. Like it was pretty much like Young Thug ran everything, and like you get more money that way. Street hustle, that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
you get more money that way than running a record label.
Oh no, both. It's both.
I mean,
That's in conjunction.
yeah, but damn. Okay, I mean, diversifying income streams. You got to respect it at some point.
That's
But
pretty
when
much
it
it.
comes to killing people, I feel like that's a bit fucked up. So I mean,
Yeah.
I know Gunna snitched, but my heart lies with him.
Wanna.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so he wasn't even a nominee. So let's just go through the 4 actual nominees. I can't speak to Olivia Wilde because I forgot what the fuck she did. So I'll
She
just go through
cheated
the other 3.
or she didn't cheat on him. She sort of broke up with Jason Sudeikis and started dating Harry Styles when they were filming that movie together.
Yeah,
That's
and
so,
then
like,
and if the
gross.
movie was good, I would have forgave her, but it was fucking dog shit, and I had to sit through
that's
it.
right.
So
that's right.
poopy dog.
And that's why that was my nominee.
Okay, basically Kyrie and Ye are racist towards Jews. I mean, Kyrie's been crazy, and actually so has Ye been for a while. But this year specifically, they were just not just anti-Semitic. I don't mean like that.
Should that be like a joint bid? Kyrie and Ye together.
Yeah, they were anti-Semitic as fuck, and that's fucked up. So that's why they're on this list.
Wait, what did Kyrie say about that?
He was like promoting like
He was promoting some
anti-Semitic.
like Nazi shit on.
God damn.
Yeah.
Why, bro? I thought he was in whatever.
Nah.
He didn't like directly do it, but like he like I mean, pretty much he did.
Yeah,
It was pretty close to directly saying it himself, but
not as
he
blatant
promoted
as like
some-
when Kanye did it, but
He promoted some content about like basically that's anti-Semitic, but he had multiple chances to apologize or go back on his word, and I think that was a bigger problem. He just never did in the end.
yeah.
What? Okay.
and then Elon. I mean, where the fuck do you want to begin?
It's got to be Elon, man.
Like buying Twitter in itself, not a bad thing, but everything that happened after he bought Twitter and like the way that Tesla has like fucking gone into the ground, and there's just I don't even know like how to explain his psychosis.
I think he's just. I don't know, man. I honestly, I feel like if you go back to like the first maybe 20, 30 episodes of the podcast, you probably hear me talking highly of Elon because I feel like he does do net positive for the world, and at least with Tesla and stuff, like like caring for the environment and shit. Like that's definitely a good thing. But then as time goes on, there's just more and more shit that he gets crazier and crazier. You find out more about like how he treats his like employees and all this type of shit. And then he starts becoming this like conservative, like fear monger type guy like Trump or whatever. And like you can have your own beliefs, but like when you use that shit to like empower yourself and like in like inciting negativity like that, it just pisses me the fuck off because like I don't know, man. It's just it's disappointing.
Yeah.
And he was doing a lot of silencing of journalists when like a lot of the drama was starting on like Twitter Spaces, because like he had that power now to differentiate like whose account was banned, how fast people got unbanned. He unbanned Trump.
Like he's supposed to
and,
be power of the people, but then then now it's just like whenever he feels right, he'll just step in. So it's like, what the fuck is the point?
which is like one thing. Like so if you just buy Twitter and you're like, okay, I'm gonna run this shit like how I want to run it, like that's one thing. But like to be going on about like, oh, I'm gonna do what everybody wants, and then just go ahead and do what you're gonna do anyway, like that's just out there.
I got a new manager recently, or like the start of the year, and she actually came from Twitter. She got laid off after Elon got there, pretty much. Her and like most of her team. Yeah, that's why I put him on there. Put him on the list.
This is now the hit list.
Yeah, I think I'd my vote for Elon.
I think my vote is for Kanye because I feel like Elon's.
But Kanye was bad
person.
last year too, though.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, man. It just, oh God, man, these people suck, man.
Yeah, that's why they're on
They
the
were
list.
fine. They were literally fine. They could have done nothing and they would have been fine. Now they did this stupid shit.
Wait, do you hate Kyrie more, Christian, now or than when you left the Celtics?
I mean, like when he left, like I was good with him leaving.
Okay. All right, like I guess whatever year he fucked up against the Bucks. I don't know what year he hated the
I mean,
Cavs.
it's just a progression, Haran. It's not like it went good in his favor at any point in time since then.
Do you think Shaq West regrets making Kyrie? Kyrie.
No, I'm probably not. So it was like second stream song, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Olivia Wilde just because. How could you do that to my coach?
Dude, Jason Sudeikis is such a good guy, man.
I don't think so. I think he's a bit of a weird Donnie, low key.
Weird.
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't know. I
Like
just heard he's
kinky?
weird. Yeah. Yeah.
Kinky?
No. I don't know if he's kinky, but
you gotta say weird. You gotta fucking back yourself up as a podcast. Speak.
No, man, I heard he like when Olivia Wilde like went with Harry Styles or whatever, didn't he like get under her car or something, like lie down on the street in front of her car or some shit? He did some crazy.
Okay,
shit,
I did not
bro.
see that.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
these are
man. That's what he did to the public knowledge. I'm not backing Olivia Wilde in any way. I think what she did is also messed up, but he's also a bit of a weird guy.
Okay, so do we agree that Elon wins?
Sure.
I don't know. No one else voted.
Harsha.
I'll vote for Kyrie.
Okay, so there's
'Cause
a
I put
4-way
Elon.
tie. Great. 4-way tie.
No, what did Trun vote for?
He said Kanye.
Right to Kanye. Oh, okay.
So 4-way tie.
So no one wins.
Executive decision. Everybody
Everyone's-
loses.
it sucks.
Everybody
Actually, that's
sucks.
a good way. That's a good way to do
Yeah.
this list. That's a good way to put
Everybody
this list.
sucks.
Yeah,
All
it's
of
Elon,
you,
though.
go fuck yourselves. Elon, sell Twitter. Olivia, stop
Stop
preying
making
on
movies.
young men. Kyrie, just shut the fuck up. And Kanye, get some help, bro.
Also, wait, sorry. Can I just say one more thing? You know how? So me and Haran are talking. The movie with Olivia Wilde and Harry Styles is called "Don't Worry, Darling."
Mhm.
Ew.
It's bad enough that she's like, that movie is shit, right? And
Yeah.
she's shit in it, and so is Harry Styles.
Mhm.
But she also literally like directed it.
That's what I
Oh,
said.
yeah.
Oh, did you say that already?
Oh, I don't know if I made that clear.
You didn't say that
Yeah,
this time. We
she
said we were
directed, which
talking
makes
about-
it worse because not only did she play a shit character, she made herself play a shit character.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if the movie was good, I would have like taken off the
Yeah.
list. I'd be like, okay, at least like you still made a good movie out of it. But it was so fucking bad.
Oh, I didn't realize she was also in the movie. I thought she just directed it.
Nah.
And she directed it and starred in it. I mean, she was like a minor character.
So she's
but
twice
she
as
still had a
bad.
good amount of screen time.
Okay, so fuck all of you. Just you get out, be gone. But going from bad to worse. Final category is best podcast episode of
so fun.
ours. We've got 4 nominees. We've got distinguishedly distinguished, which is, if you don't remember the episode where we played the one word sentence, what's it called? I don't know.
We each say a word.
Yeah,
like in
there's
a row.
no no name. You just make a sentence together. You can only say one word at a time, and it was funny. It was a good way to pass time. I think that's probably the most we've ever laughed on an episode.
Yeah, 100%.
We've got Chateau d'Amour, which is the episode with Jackie and Remy right after they got back from Paris and got engaged.
Whack.
So whoever put that is definitely simping for their relationship. But it was definitely Harsha. It was definitely a great, damn. It was
Harsha
definitely
cared about Jackie like that?
I wasn't even on the episode, so why would I rank it
Yeah.
in the top episode?
Oh.
Do you not listen to episodes you're not on?
Moving on.
It was a great episode regardless. Definitely check all of these out. But
Hey,
check
it's
that
getting too
one
much.
out.
I want to back it now. You all giving so much shit. The reason why I nominated it is because
I didn't give
like,
you shit. I just said you were simping for them.
nah, but like Tarun was saying shit too. Nah, my point was it's because like we hadn't heard much about the engagement because it just got like Remy didn't tell us, right? So it was like we're hearing everything for the first time on that episode. So that's
Yeah.
why it felt like we were there. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm back. That's why I'm just justifying why it's on the list.
Remember what I said earlier? Like you don't have to justify unless somebody asks.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
People were giving a shit. That's why I had to step
So
in.
the third nominee is Spunk Bank, which is our Shark Tank like episode. And then the last nominee is Didn't You Hear, which is the one we had most recently with Helen. The title is about wedding season, which funnily enough is coming up for Harsha in just a few months. Anyway.
Let me explain the Helen episode because I put that. I recently listened to it back on one of my long drives, and it was a good episode. It was a dark horse,
Yeah.
I would say. There was a game in there where we played which one is like a real designer item, which
Yeah.
was actually really entertaining because I don't remember any of the answers. So I played along with myself, which is not.
You played yourself.
So you played with yourself with the car?
Yeah. No, it was a good episode.
Yeah.
I guess I have to go for that episode now.
Another one I almost put was the one I had on my friend Owen.
That was also a good episode.
Yeah, insight into what Christian is like
Yeah.
back in the day.
There's some blasphemy on that episode. I'm not gonna lie.
There's some blasphemy.
Straight off the bat, I will say Spunk Bank was probably the most creative episode we've ever
Yeah,
done. That
that's
shit was
true.
hilarious. We should definitely do that again this year. At some
Yeah,
point.
we got plans to do episodes similar in the future. So
Yeah, so stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, I think that would have to be my vote. The Distinguished is probably the funniest moment we've had this whole year.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't remember
what
the rest of the
fuck
episode
happened. Yeah.
as well. It just I just remember that we needed to fill in 10 more minutes of time, and then Trin just came up with this idea, and that was the funniest shit we've ever
Yeah,
done. So
it was a great
spur of the moment
yeah.
thing, and it came out well. But yeah, Spunk Bank is my vote.
I agree with that.
I also agree with that. I think that's the most creative we've ever been.
Okay, I can't pick that one, so I'll pick the one with Jackie just to appease Haran, so he doesn't feel bad that I picked on him earlier. And Remy, the one with Jackie and Remy. Sorry.
Yeah, just the jacket.
So yeah, Spunk Bank. Go check that out. Go check all of these out. These are all like some of our upper echelon of episodes. All of our episodes are great, of course, but these ones are
Yeah, these are really hard to pick.
These
guys.
ones,
There's
these
so
ones
many good.
really hit the spot. We're glad that you guys could review 2022 with us, but now it's time to review some early 2023 trips and adventures. I would like to start with Harsha because I don't really know how to introduce this. Basically, me, Haran, and Tarun were talking the other day. He's like, "Oh, did you talk to Harsha like this past weekend?" And we were like, "No." He's like, "Oh, he's got a story for you." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then we talked again yesterday when we were trying to plan this episode, and Haran hadn't joined yet. And then Harsha tried explaining it, and then I had my headphones in while I was at the office, and they automatically connected to my Bluetooth, my AirPods, and so I didn't hear anything he said. So I'm like really curious as to what the fuck happened this past weekend, Harsha.
Take it away.
If I could remember, I would tell you guys.
Oh my god.
Was it a movie?
No, it was Nightmare, probably.
It was a bad movie. It was bad.
Set the scene.
So for those of you who don't know by now, I'm in Chicago. I live here by myself. Problem number one, I live by myself. That's the biggest problem in the story. But continuing on, so Friday, I was invited to this friend of a friend's birthday party thing.
Wow.
So we're just pregame at
He has so many
an
friends.
apartment and go out to a bar nearby. So it was on Friday. I have class on Friday from 6 to 9.
Yeah.
So I
Nice.
ate dinner at 5:30. Pretty important. I ate dinner at school. It was like a wrap thing, and I was like, "This sucks." But
Because
I
you
ate
need to drink after, so you're just
it. Yeah, because I got hungry, and I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought like you don't want to eat so close when you're drinking.
Oh no, that's fine with me. I actually prefer that. So and then during class I was sleepy, so I got some pretzels, another thing I ate. And then after class, my class usually on Friday night after class, like we go up to the bar up like 3 floors up where our class is, and there's a bar there we can just drink after class.
that's
Damn, what the hell?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's gas, bro. Let's go.
Yeah.
What the hell?
School, bro.
No, not for free.
For free? What the hell?
They're like $10. They're pretty $10 drinks, so it's not cheap. It's fine.
Yeah,
that's not too
like
normal.
if you go
It's
out to a
okay.
bar
A little
in
bit
the
less
city,
than
it's probably more than
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I got 2 drinks there with the group, and then I was getting late for this pregame thing, and then my friends were like, "Harsh, you should come now because we're gonna leave to the bar soon, and don't you want to drink here, for free?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll come." So I took a lift, or no, I got a ride with a friend. We went there, and then they were already like pretty drunk, and they had some sort of tequila. So then we just took shots. So I had 3 shots. So now we're
Wow.
at 5. We're at
Let's
5
go.
drinks, and it's
At
11 o'clock.
in what time intervals?
3 shots in like 45 minutes.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Like I got
Wow.
there at
Okay.
10. I got there at 10:15, and we had to leave around 11ish. So like,
Okay.
So in the
Yeah, so
span of
right-
2 hours now, you've had 5 drinks.
yeah,
Yeah, we're
Okay,
chilling. We're
okay.
chilling, we're
yeah,
chilling.
5 drinks. I went to the bar. It was like 11:30. It was fine. And it was like, I got a drink at the bar, and then it was like 12,
Okay.
and then my memory starts to get a little hazy, which is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like 6 drinks in 3 hours is something that we normally do, and we did a lot of it.
Yeah,
in
Hey,
do
speak
that
for
in an
yourself,
hour.
man. I'm not like
Do
that.
an hour. Yeah, that's fine.
This dude Christian did like 24 drinks in a day or whatever. So like,
Challenge.
so like, we
24
can,
drinks in a day challenge.
No
It's like a
sleep,
YouTube
just
video.
drink.
Yeah.
I drank 24 drinks today.
so yeah, and then and then it was like 12:30, and I was like, okay, I think I can do one last drink. So I ordered a lemon drop.
Oh, okay.
I was like, this is fine. It's not like a big thing. So then while I was ordering this drink, this girl, like I was in line, and then this girl like bumps into me, and she was like yelling at me. She was like, "Get back in line." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Like I've been here and I'm ordering." And she's like, "No, get back and stuff." And she's like very like enthusiastic and aggressive and like loud about it. And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And my friend, like I was ordering a drink for me and my friend, and she was like, "Oh, like it's fine. Let's just leave. Like we can get the drink somewhere else." And then that's what I ended up doing. So I got the drink in the end, and then like this girl, like I could see like from far away, she just kept pointing at me and like pointing to like the workers and like pointing at me like this guy like bumped into me, all that shit or whatever.
What the fuck?
I'm like, what are you talking about? And then after that, I just don't remember anything.
Oh, you
So-
fought her.
So then your friend.
Like I
remember?
think I got pretty like I think what happened was I got pretty angry because I saw her yelling at me too, and I was like, and I like wasn't being quiet myself too. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about and stuff.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
we were told to leave. We had to leave the bar.
So you and your
Like,
friend had to leave.
Me and my friend and like eventually the whole group that we were with just left.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it wasn't that many people. It was like 10 people. But yeah,
So low.
left. It was
guy.
like, and this is probably, I don't know actually what time. I don't know what time we left. Maybe 12:30, 12:45 ish. And I had to go
Okay.
back to their house to get my backpack because I came straight from school.
Mm-hmm.
And this is probably like 1:15, and then I got home at 2:30. I left their apartment at 1:15, and I got home at 2:30.
How far away do you live?
Because you Ubered or you walked?
I don't know what I did.
But you got home.
You didn't check your lift or anything?
No, I checked that after. So what happened was I don't, maybe I called the Lyft. I honestly didn't want to check that part. Like I don't want to check how many Lyft charges I ever ended up having. But so I think maybe I called the Lyft and the Lyft wasn't coming. So then I just started walking, and the walk is like, I don't know, like 3 miles.
Can you check your lift now?
No, I don't want to. It's fine. But I ended up
3 miles.
like walking. This time I was FaceTiming Amrita. Like she was sleeping, but I like woke her up and I was just talking to her as I was walking because like I was by myself and I wanted
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. So then I ended up. So for the listeners, I'm drawing a picture right now. So their house is south. My house is like directly straight across the river, and I was like diagonal left, like not even halfway, not to the river yet, just like a little bit to the left, like going like this way, like here.
Mm-hmm.
And at 2:00, my friend, whose name is Swati, this is pretty important to the story. My friend's name is Swati, and she calls me or she texts me. She's like, "Hey, Harsha, like, are you home yet? It's been like 30 minutes." Like, I'm like, "No, I'm still walking, but I'm almost there." And she was like, "Why are you walking?" And then she was like, "Send me your location." And like, we don't
Oh my
have each other.
God.
Like, find my friends or whatever. But I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know how to send my location. So I just sent her I looked at my conversation the next day. I sent her a screenshot of Google Maps. I opened Google Maps and I took a picture of what I saw. And then apparently they were on the phone with me and they were like, "Harsha, like, call the Lyft now, like, stop walking." And then I was like, no, I'm almost there. Like, okay, I called the Lyft. Like, the Lyft is coming soon. And then they just hear me running. And then they're like, "Harsha, stop running." And then I'm like, yeah, no, the Lyft's coming soon. I just keep running.
Coming soon, coming soon.
And then finally, they were like, "No, call this Lyft." So then they made me take a screenshot of me calling the Lyft. So then I called the Lyft at like, I don't know, 2:15. And then the Lyft says it dropped me home at 2:30. I was talking to Amrita and she was like, "No, I don't think you got home at 2:30 because I think at 2:30 you were still walking."
But there's
So time difference.
No, yeah, but I don't know if she accounted for that or not because she texted me at 3:15 my time saying like, well, at this point my phone was dead. She was like, "You didn't tell me when you were home or whatever." So I think what happened was maybe I got kicked out of the Lyft or I said I needed to leave. But apparently my friend Swati was saying that I got up to the river, like near where classes, and I just walked that mile home by myself.
Oh my God.
Brother, what?
Yeah, crazy. And I think
All right,
the
next
whole
time
problem
you
is
just spend the night there, bro. Why did they even tell you to leave?
because
Or you offered to leave?
I probably did. And because
Yeah.
I didn't want, I had no intention of staying there. And like,
Yeah.
they just assumed that I was just going to call Lyft home. Like, I don't know what happened. But
Yeah.
my
What
friend
the
who was with me, who I ordered the lemon, Swati was also dealing with my friend who was projectile vomiting like on the walls of their apartment and stuff. So like she was also busy. And that person lost their wallet. So they were like,
Oh my God. So there's so much going
Holy
on.
shit.
yeah.
That's
so
crazy.
yeah, I ended up getting it home. But on the way home, I texted Tarun's girlfriend named Swati because I thought I was texting this girl named Swati. And I was like, at like 1:30 my time, I was walking. I texted Swati, "Are you okay?" And she was like, "What are you talking? Did I butt dial you or whatever?" And then this other Chicago Swati texted me, and then to her I said, "Are you with T Money?" And she was like, "What?"
Dude, I think same exact shit
That's
happened.
cute.
Not like that, but some similar thing like that happened to me too. With like
Yeah.
Neha and then my cousin Neha.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
That's so
So
funny.
And I wasn't drunk when I did mine, so that's even worse.
Well, another thing is that morning, because I was at Swati's house, right, visiting her. That morning, Swati texts me, and here, let me pull it up one sec. I'm scrolling back. So, Swati got a text from. Swati got a text from Harsha, and there was another contact in a group chat with Swati and Harsha, and the name of that like quote unquote person was just Sorry, but it had no number, no anything like that, and it's just a chat with Harsha and Swati and Sorry, and it says a text from Harsha says, "Sorry, I was being solution."
What?
So I think I was trying to text Swati like, "Oh, sorry, I'm trying to talk to this other Swati," and then that just happened.
He said, "Sorry, I was being
So-
solution." And then Swati's like, "I'm so confused." And I was like, "Wait, what? Who the fuck is Sorry?"
And also,
like, she's like, "I don't know. There's no number." It's just
Sorry.
and then I was like, "That's so sus." And I thought it was like a scam. Like I was literally like,
Yeah,
"Oh, like
yeah.
someone like scam added like this sus contact or something. Probably
Yeah.
just hacked it." And then we ended up calling him because we were scared, or she said she was scared. I was like, I figured it would be fine, but I didn't know this was the backstory to that text.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So then, as I was calling that Lyft home or whatever, like Swati told me after that I told her on the phone that my phone was at 3%. But then, so she was like super worried. And then I finally made it home at like maybe 2:45 or 3. And
But you walked the
remember.
last mile with 2% left on your.
No, his
Phone?
phone was dead at that point. Remember, because he said
I'm pretty sure that I got home by 2:30. I think I'm going to check that because I don't think I could walk home by myself without a map.
Can you check like
okay.
your history,
History of what?
his walking history.
like your?
Oh
like
my
your
god!
location?
I racked up so many steps at like 2 a.m. though. It was like 2,500 steps. So yeah, it could be that I walked home because I know how to get home after like a certain point. But I did that, and then I don't remember coming into the apartment. I slept with the lights on. The Friday morning before I left, I washed my sheets. So the plan was when I come home to put the sheets back on because they were in the dryer, and I didn't even do that. I just slept on the mattress. I took a shit in the bathroom and threw up in the sink, and both of those were just ready for me in the morning. Like,
When we called him that morning, Harsha, he didn't have a shirt on, but then he told us that he was actually just completely naked.
I went to the bathroom and there's a trail from the bathroom to my room of just all my clothes coming off. And my glasses, my chain, and my phone were under the bath mat in the bathroom.
Holy shit, bro! What the fuck was in that tequila you drank, bro? What the fuck?
I think the
Thinking
problem is
Lobos.
this is probably the most drunk I've gotten since it's 3 years, 2.5 years ago, or whatever.
Yeah,
But I mean, the problem is that I was by myself after.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have been
Yeah.
like that. So I woke up feeling super lonely. That's the end of the story. But never doing that again. I'm going out this Friday night after class. We'll see how it goes.
Every Friday you gotta just ramp it up, bro. It's
Yeah.
just lit.
This is it. This is it.
You have to go until you get your stomach pumped, and then you can't drink until you're wedding.
And
That's crazy.
apologies to Amrita who's listening. Sorry I didn't tell you I was home. My phone died, and the next morning is when I told her I was home. But she gathered, I think.
You really want to apologize to her 2 weeks after, or I guess a week after?
Well, I already apologized to her, but she's gonna think of this again and then probably
And get mad again. Yeah.
Fair.
What a great story.
Yeah.
That's a wild story, man.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, this is also surprising for us to listen to. Like me and Christian, I guess we already heard it, but like, because we know Harsha as a tank. Like this dude, like will drink the same amount of us, and like even if one of us gets fucked up, like he will never be that fucked. He'll always be like chilling. So
Yeah, 6 is crazy. Or I guess 7.
Yeah, I don't know. Now these friends probably think I'm a fucking lightweight.
I gotta prove him wrong, bro. This Friday.
Yeah, I'll drink them.
Well, also, I didn't know 50% of these details when we called this past weekend. I think he
Fair.
gathered from talking to friends and whatnot. So
Context.
Interesting. Well, Tarun, you said that you were in North Carolina this past week. I'm sure you don't have as many.
Yeah, beat that.
You don't have as many highs and lows. But would you like to highlight? I know you did some cooking. Would you like to highlight some of your favorite dishes that you made this past weekend, or some of the other things you did?
yes. So so usually when Swati and I see each other, it's like a lot of like going out to restaurants and like doing this, that, and the other, and like always going out and doing things. So then this time we're like, okay, let's chill at home. We can just cook food. We'll make good stuff. So first thing we made was omelets with like cheese, peppers, mushroom. What else? Eggs.
You made almost an egg.
No way.
And then we got like fresh mozzarella and we put it on bread and made like a bruschetta with balsamic glaze. I know Christian's a fan of balsamic. That was really good. The best part of that meal, though, I would say, is I made pomegranate mimosas, which is just like the palm juice, like with that bottle, whatever. It kind of looks like Harsha, what was that kelp drink in SpongeBob? Kelpo or something?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know what it's called though.
The palm
Chicago
bottle
really
looks
fucked this
exactly
guy.
like the kelp bottle in the show.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Anyway, it was just pomegranate juice and champagne, and it tasted really fucking good, actually, like for what it was. That was a good meal. Next thing we made was an absolute fucking shit show, dog shit meal, absolute trash. So Swati saw
Wow.
a TikTok that is this girl made like pumpkin gnocchi, and gnocchi is like pasta but made out of potatoes. So what we had to do is like we mashed like 8 potatoes like boiled mashed potatoes and put like pumpkin puree in it, and then you put like a shit ton of flour in it, and it becomes like a dough, like a pumpkin potato dough. And so then we rolled it up into balls, and then we made them into like pumpkin shape by using like toothpicks to put the lines in the balls, if that makes sense. Well, first problem was that like after we poured the pumpkin puree in the mashed potatoes, you're supposed to put like 2 cups of flour or 3 cups of flour or something like that. I think we put about 6 or 7 cups of flour because it just would not turn into a dough. And like it was like that thing where it's like, okay, you put one and you're like, oh, you know what? Like, I think it just needs one more, right? And then you put another. And then you're like, oh, wait, you know what? It just needs like another half. And we did that for like, dude, Swati must have been kneading this dough in the pot for about 30, 40 minutes, dude.
Damn.
And I was like we just felt like after coming this far with this, like we just couldn't stop. And we also had to eat. Like at this point, I think it was close to like 9 o'clock. And we're like, we need to finish this meal. So we get through all that, and like her parents help us like roll the dough and like make the pumpkins or whatever, and then put it in the pot to like make it like pasta where you just like put it in boiling water, right? And these fuckers just do not cook, man. They do not cook correctly. I think we made the pumpkins too thick. And so then we like after like probably being in the pan for like 30 minutes, we take out these pumpkins and we like chew into it, and it really just fucking tastes like dough to me. Like there's no pumpkin taste. There's absolutely fuck all with the taste. And I was like really sad at this point because I eat like 6:30. I think we'd eaten something a little bit before, so I think maybe we weren't like too hungry. But like at the point like 10:30, when you're eating at 10:30 and you're like waiting after spending like 2 hours on this thing, you really want it to be like at least somewhat edible. And I did not feel that like at all. Luckily, we had some like pesto, so we just drizzled some pesto on it, and then that was pretty much it, bro. It just tastes like pesto with dough.
Pesto dough?
Yeah.
Pesto
dough. Yeah, it was dog shit.
Let's go.
Fun, I guess. Waste of time completely. Good experience, learning experience, I will say. At least I learned something from it. Like if I want to do,
you're never gonna make that again.
No, that's what that's what I said that day. And when I was talking to my brother and sister-in-law about it the other day, I was like, no more gnocchi. No more gnocchi.
It tastes good though. You buy it, but
yeah, but like, no, I'm done with it forever. We also made pizzas. We just got like pizza dough from Trader Joe's, and then you just roll it out and you put pizza sauce, and we made it stuffed crust, and then we also shaped it like a teddy bear. And I put, what would we put? Like fresh mozzarella, cheese, basil, olive oil. Very chill, very good, very simple.
How to compare to the pizzas that we made?
They were different. I think these were simpler, but no, I like the pizzas we made in Christian's better because something about the cast iron made it like really fucking good actually. And also I think we had generally more toppings, but either way, this was good. Like it was a really simple meal. Like you can do it in like 10 minutes if you just buy the dough, which was like $1, which is kind of crazy. What else do you make? Oh, another thing we made is like chili garlic noodles, or just like you put spicy Asian sauces, and then you just get some udon noodles from the store, and you just boil it real quick, and you put it in the sauce, and then call it a day. Casual. And then what else do you make? Oh, last thing, best thing, great way to end the trip. We made creme brulee, which as an avid watcher as a ex-avid watcher of like MasterChef and Hell's Kitchen and shit, they always do these challenges where like, this is the pressure test. You have 40 minutes to make creme brulee, and everyone always fucks up their creme brulee, and people die, and Gordon Ramsay makes people cry.
People die.
Bars.
Like I thought it was gonna be extremely difficult, but it wasn't that bad. You just boil heavy cream and you pour it into a bunch of eggs slowly, and you whisk it for a while. And then you would just put it in the oven with like some water in there so it steams up. And then you make this like sugar topping, which takes like 5 minutes on the stove. You just pour sugar, water, and honey in there, and then you let it simmer, and then you pour it on top, and you get that cracky, whatever, hard sugar topping for the like so you can crack it. It was really fucking good. It tastes like just sweet custard mousse type vibe. Really fucking good.
Nice.
Really pretty simple. I feel like if you have 2 people to make it, it's not that bad. Yes.
Thank you.
You didn't say it, bro. Let's go.
he wanted to.
New year, new him, bro. New year, new him.
No. I'll continue.
He's him. That sounds hype though.
Yeah, that's
Lot of-
good. That's a good collection of meals. And we had a great collection of topics today. Unfortunately, we are out of time. We want to thank you guys for listening. We hope you enjoyed the recap of 2022, the mini recap of 2023 thus far. If you like what you heard, make sure to catch us on Instagram at An Interesting Discussion. You see all of our guest posts over there. Pretty much any story we mention names in, they've been on this podcast, so you can catch them over there. Make sure to go check out last week's episode with Rini. Tons of fun. You can catch all of our episodes on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music Podcasts, or whatever the fuck they call it. Wherever you get your podcasts from, we're there. Make sure you follow us, like our episodes, like our posts, do everything you can do to support. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up. We hope you guys enjoy, and we'll catch y'all next week with a well-traveled guest. See you then. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.